What's up, everyone? Digital Nomad in Vancouver. We're going to be looking at the Digital Nomads list. This used to be the kind of the go-to, the Wikipedia for digital nomads. A first stop uh, to looking at pricing, scores. I'm just going to pull it up now. Nomadslist.com. It used to be .io. There we go. So let's just pull this up here. I'm in Vancouver right now, by the way. And Nomads list. Can't find the site now. Here we go. All right, so just before we go ahead, I'm just going to share something I wanted to talk about because I recently changed the name of the channel to Digital Nomads in Asia and Americas. I mean, I'm in Vancouver, which is in North America. I'm going to be going to Mexico, which is South America. And yeah, I think we need more content from this region. I've created a lot in Asia. And with the increase in popularity of remote work, I think we are on the cusp of another resurgence. COVID has really put a dampener on things. I did get my full vaccination. And I want to talk about Vancouver. There's just not a lot of digital nomads in Vancouver. I've created the Facebook group. There's some people that have joined, but it's just not very active. Yeah, I think costs really comes into it. And I was just actually just chatting with my Vancouver friends. I think it's the idea of working at a job and having security and your benefits are very much entrenched in the culture here. And that's why I want to get away. And I have to make an effort to keep in touch with my digital nomad friends because they understand it. They understand what it is to create your own business and, you know, all the risks, rewards, and struggles of that. And it tends to be people that, you know, digital nomads have gone through a long journey to get where they are, to make the sacrifices for the freedom. And yeah, I think it's a lot of costs. And I've started working at a co-work space recently in Vancouver called The Home Key, in hopes of finding other digital nomads. I met the owners are from New York, so that's nice to talk with them about their experience and how they view Vancouver. But yeah, I haven't met any digital nomads. I've been here over a year. Haven't met, well, just in general, hasn't been very social. But actually, I got introduced to the term digital nomad by a Vancouverite. His name is Nigel, but he's moved out of downtown. So Vancouver is actually quite a large place with lots of suburbs. And yeah, I guess it can be harder to meet up and keep in touch. And people in general are just, they don't make the effort like they do in a place like Chiang Mai. So let's just take a look at the Nomad score here for Vancouver. Number 79, family score good. I agree with that. It's a very good place for family. Pretty safe, stable, good schools, healthcare. Internet is faster than this. I mean, 30 megabits, maybe if you go to a coffee shop, but if you go to the central library, you can definitely get over 100 to 200 megabits Wi-Fi throughout the downtown library. I should probably work there more. They have a nice rooftop patio, and yeah, laptop friendly, and a nice view of downtown. Personally, my speed here, I can actually do a speed test and share that with you. I should have 100 megabits. So I'm actually just going to do a speed test. I'll do it on my phone. We'll offload my computer. Temperature, 22 degrees. That's probably getting that from Google. Vancouver weather. It's perfect today.
It's 23 degrees and partly cloudy.
Okay, so yeah, Nomad's list must be drawing on the same information. Income levels. So what does this mean? Is this the average income level in Vancouver? Is this in US or Canadian? I'll give my take. Yeah, I think on average salary is like if you're working at a job, at least 5 to 6,000 is normal Canadian. Did I? Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to multitask here. Just gonna run my speed test. So we're gonna just switch over to my phone. And go. So speed tests is my favorite app. It was featured in Iron Man. And I use a service called Novus. So this is available at some newer downtown condos. They have a really, they really good internet plans. I'm paying about $50 a month for these speeds. So that's pretty good. 90, 93, 94 down, 92 up. Okay, let's get back to the Nomads list. English speaking. Yep, it's great. It is English speaking country. Safety levels, good. Yeah, there's some sketchy areas in downtown for sure. Hastings, even, depending on the time of day. Abbott Street, Gastown can be a bit sketchy. Even Seymour Street downtown, which is the cusp of when you're getting into Gastown, can be sketchy at times. Walkability is great. Yeah, there's a seawall, lots of sidewalks. Traffic safety, they do have good traffic lights. And yeah, in general, cars obey. Although I think people are getting more impatient these days. Happiness, great. I disagree with that. Not sure how they're calculating that. Free Wi-Fi in the city, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. There's generally some free Wi-Fi options. I haven't really tested it. AC or heating? Well, AC is not very common here. And heating, they have electric heaters here, some gas fireplaces. Freedom of speech, I think is pretty good. Female friendly, great. That's interesting. And it's just true. I think this is definitely a friendly city for women. Pretty safe, and they get treated well. Startup score, okay. Quality of life score, good. Cost. Okay, Google, converts 3,200 euros to USD.
3,200 euros equals 3,778 United States dollars and 53 cents.
What? 3,700 US can, yeah, I can see that. It's pretty pricey here. A lot of the cost comes from your accommodation, and then it trickles down. I got a cup of coffee here, $3. I think that's reasonable. Co-working, you're looking at 350 Canadian for a hot desk. I think electronics, like if you want to get laptops and monitors, that type of stuff, is it's actually cheaper than Asia. You get access to a lot of the North American goods. Alcohol and booze and beer, pretty cheap. If you go to the grocery store, buy your own groceries and meats, and you go to the right places, like Whole Foods is definitely on the high end. But if you go to local, there's a lot of more local options now. There's a place called Farm to Table, which is direct to farmers, so you can get fruits and vegetables at a good price. Kim's Market. Fresh Street Vancouver is a new grocery chain that's good variety. They've got everything from pre-made food, like good quality. You can get pastas, pies, sushi for less than $10. Where the real cost is, aside from accommodation, is when you eat out. You're paying an inflated price. I went to a food court just to get lunch, like stir fry. Anytime you see you see you don't see a price besides the item, like you have to weigh it, anything like that. I'm a little bit skeptical. So recently I went to the food court and I went to one of these stir fry places. The guy before me said he paid $10. I ended up paying $18 Canadian for a food court meal. um Foreign foods like Indian food, Cantonese food tends to be a little bit pricey. You do pay a bit of a premium for that, but like Western foods like burgers, pizzas, sandwiches, generally quite a fair price and great selection. Can't really complain about that. And if you cook for yourself, it's easy to find what you need: cheese, pastas, meat. So no complaints there. Fun factor: has a reputation as a boring city. Definitely more to do in the outdoors. Um, go for walks on the seawall, go boating, golfing, play basketball. I think Vancouver is a pretty, it's got a good reputation for outdoor options. So, but yeah, in terms of nightlife, especially with COVID, it can be a bit uptight. And yeah, there could be a lot more options and things to do, I think. Humidity is not too bad. Air quality is good. Education level high. Yep. People density, 2 people per square kilometer. Definitely feels like downtown is getting more dense. But I mean, you can still find places that you can just have to yourself and, just look on your phone, chill out in peace. Hospitals, yeah, there's a good number of public hospitals. Our healthcare covers our basic visits. That's free. Nightlife, it's okay. Yep. Not a whole lot to do, to be honest, aside from going to bars. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's good for families, but not really great for bachelors or singles. Meeting new people. Friendly to foreigners, okay. Yeah. Racial tolerance, yeah, I think it's generally great. Gay friendly. We've got the Davie Street, that's the gay area. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff here. Let's look at the guide. Best taxi app: Uber. I agree. I actually just took it last night. They have a good 50% discount. Wireless carrier: Wind. Okay, I'm familiar with Wind. I think I've used them before. Freedom. I'm currently using Version. And Launch Academy, best co-working space. I think there's a lot more options now. A lot more options. We have WeWork. I'm working at the Home Key. There's the library. And if you just search for co-work space on Google Maps, you can see there's a lot of options now. Okay. Best short haul carrier, WestJet. You might want to add Flair Air to that. Best electronics shop, Best Buy or Amazon. Okay. Best international carrier, Air Canada. Yep, that's what I'm using. Tap water, safe to drink. Best co-work space is Hive. Not sure about that. I've been there, but I think things are just slowly easing. Okay. So I guess I need a membership to interact with the people. Cost of living. Let's see how spot on these are. Cost of living for Nomad, $3,800 US a month. I think they'll cover it. Pretty expensive, isn't it? Beer, $5.55. Yep. Dinner, $10. Maybe if it's from a food court. If you're going to a restaurant, you're looking at $20 for a burger, plus taxes and tips. Co-working, $377. Yeah, I think these figures are actually spot on. Good job, Nomads list. Okay, They've got a pros and cons section. Okay, pros and cons of Vancouver 2021. Let's see here. Pretty safe. Yes, overall. There's a lot of there's an increasing number of bums and people that are on drugs that actually I sometimes I don't feel safe, but it's pretty safe. Pretty safe. There is an increase of gang violence, but that's over in certain areas like Surrey. Actually, there was an incident at the airport recently. Fast internet, yep. Warm now. Summertime is the best time. Good air quality, yep. Many Nomads list members. That's interesting. Maybe I should sign up. Spacious and not crowded, yep. Very easy to do business. Not sure about that. I find doing business with Canadians sometimes, yeah, it's not as easy with Americans, to be honest. I prefer doing business with Americans. Nothing against Canadians, it's just easier to get deals done faster, more direct. Great hospitals, roads are safe. Yep, yep. Everyone speaks English. We covered all these already. Okay, let's look at the cons. Too expensive. Yep, it's bloody expensive. And yeah, that comes from accommodation, taxes, not much to do. Yep, gets cold in winter. Difficult to make friends. Yeah, there's definitely an invisible barrier, whether it's friends or romantic life. It's a very people have their circles. It can be difficult to especially if you're new to the city. I mean, I was brought up here, and um, I'm quite social. A lot of my friends, they stick to, yeah, long time. It can be difficult to make and win friends, but once you've got good friends, they're friends for life. Many people smoke tobacco. Not sure about that. Okay, let's take a look at. I guess I should write a review here. Weather. Wow, look at this. I'd say the noise pollution, especially downtown, is going up. A lot of ambulances, a lot of guys in these supercars, just trying to get attention. And motorbikes can be annoying, especially if you live downtown and you hear it every few minutes. Okay, let's look at the general weather here. This is one of the major cons. It's a lot of rain. There's a lot of rain and it can be very chilly. So I think I disagree with that. Wow. We actually got some digital nomads coming in. All right, so let's take a look at the neighborhoods. I'd say the nomads list I think it's grown quite a bit. This should be interesting. War zone. Rich white people. This is funny. Okay, let's increase the space here. Rich white people area. Haha, Kitsilano. Yeah, I'd say so, but there's a lot of Asians moving in. Rich Asians, that's funny. That's true. Yeah, I think Arbutus, yeah, a lot of rich Asians do like to live there. Shaughnessy, white people. That's funny. University of Billion Construction. Yeah, this is where our university is, and I think there's a lot of native land here. That's prime property. So let's look at downtown. No comments there. Beer was invented here. Really? Where's that? Where is this? Fraser, Main Street. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is Olympic Village. This is funny. Pretentious rich people. Olympic Village. But yeah, this is definitely craft beer central, Mount Pleasant. Dosa district. This is funny. Who labels these things? Yuppies. Mommy, what's that man doing? That's funny. Okay, let's look at co-working and then we'll end the stream soon. Wow, look at all these spaces. I didn't know there's so many spaces in Vancouver. Things have really grown. Well, maybe we'll have to dedicate an episode to this. All right. Well, like, subscribe if you enjoyed this reaction to Nomads List, Vancouver score. Overall, I think their data is pretty accurate. Vancouver's not the best city to be a digital nomad. It's not the worst. It is expensive. And I think where it really loses points is on community. There's almost feels like zero community. I'm the owner of the Facebook group, Digital Nomads in Vancouver. If there are digital nomads watching this, please reach out. Prove me wrong. I would love to meet up. All right. Like, subscribe, guys, and see you in the next one.